it was really inspiring. I walked away and just told Matt as we were walking up the hill away from their house, I'm like, she's killing it.
Hi, we're the Care Kids.
Our parents are crazy. They want to take us on a year-long trip.
They call it an empathy expedition.
We're traveling the states to discover what makes us united.
50 states and 52 weeks.
And I saw you, 'cause I wanna be like the wind. I wanna run with you. Oh, we can be wolves, howling at the great white moon. I wanna be by your side when we light up the sky for the world to see. Run, 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 run with me.
We're at the Kalamazoo Farmers Market.
We're getting peaches. I think we need some more, maybe some tomatoes.
I know what we need. Watermelon.
What do we get?
Raspberries. All right, slow down. Slow down. Adam has some too, guys.
Raspberry.
Do yourself. I want to snuggle one. Shit, there's one chinchilla that I can snuggle.
We went to Michigan and met the 6 M's. Michelle, Mark, Maddie, Margaret, Mel, and Mickey.
Yep.
And Margaret, why don't you show them Aaron Bird?
Oh, should I get my hamster?
Sure.
Are you recording?
Yes.
That's Milo.
Good to see you.
He's not as afraid of people as the other cats are.
This is Aaron Bird.
I can't bring him out.
Because Aaron Bird will fly.
Okay. Michelle refers to her kids as unapologetic nonconformists. I think that was the term she used.
And well, what I have to say about it is it's a bunny.
They walk to the beat of their own drummer for sure, but it works for them and their family. They all kind of do that. Like every one of them, they're just but they just have this synchrony at the same time that is really beautiful to watch. Nikki, tell us how many animals you guys have. How many do you have, like all together?
10 times 2.
10 times 2, 20 animals?
Yes.
Wow. And most of them are rabbits.
No, most of them
Chinchillas.
are cats.
No, they're more rabbits.
Yeah, most of
more
them
rabbits
are
than
rabbits.
anything.
The 6 M's are totally crazy in love with animals, and it was so fun to watch.
They said we have
Yep.
an urban zoo.
They are big 4-H advocates. Their kids love 4-H. Their mom, Michelle, says they have just totally found a niche there where they feel so welcome.
Mickey and Maddie both are on the autism spectrum.
Yeah, her name's Nibbler. We were originally going to name her Niffler, like the creature from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, but she bites a lot, so we called her Nibbler instead.
We like our pets. They are so fun. We like our pets. They shine in the sun. But don't worry, because, well, when I was 5 years old also, I said, bunnies are little fuzzballs.
Michelle said that this has been something that's been huge for them.
It's just been such a wonderful thing for their family to have found 4-H in their community.
They take all the pets to fair. They're in the 4-H, and the 4-H program teaches them how to care for the animals. This is what I love about them being in 4-H. They have to do all the caring for the animals, which means they have to do all the feeding. They have to change every litter box, clean out their own cages. You're not allowed to have your parents take care of your animal and then you take it to fair. Because the whole point of 4-H is to learn about how to take care of animals.
It gives them an opportunity to relate to other kids.
You all have animals. You all have quirks. A lot of quirky people in 4-H. It's helped Mickey with a lot of learning how to handle things gently
Yes.
and be gentle. Again, the social aspect of 4-H has been really well. He's done so with Cub Scouts and all those things, but he just piles in and with 4-H. Margaret can show up in her suits with her big old leather coats, and people think it's, people don't give them any problem. The showmanship she's going to show you is a health exam for a rabbit.
So you start with the eyes, and you check if they're blind and that they're clear. And then you flip over the rabbit, so you can check the rest, like the teeth, because their teeth grow forever. So you have to give them treats to make sure they're shorter. And
Wait, rabbits' teeth grow forever?
Yeah, that's why they have to chew on hay and treats. And same with chinchillas.
So if he didn't have something hard to chew on, then he'd have really, really long teeth?
Yeah.
How long are they right now?
They're the normal length for this type of rabbit, and it's really short.
They train bunnies to do courses, to do hopping courses.
Didn't even know that was a thing. But yeah, they have little obstacle courses, and they train these little rabbits to run through the obstacle courses, and they hurdle stuff and jump over stuff, and if they're in a good mood, they said sometimes the rabbits get a little feisty and they just won't participate, and so then they're like, all right, but lots of the time the rabbit does participate, and it's just hilarious, and their kids will love it. I think probably the main things that we learned while spending time with the 6Ms are their attention to care to animals. Incredible.
Mel, how long are you going to have your chinchillas?
20 years. This one and the other one for 20 years. I have one that's 10 years old, so he's not quite as long.
A parakeet is a 10-year commitment. So we tell the kids, if you take this animal, you've got to be willing to take care of it, which means when you go off to college, when you do that, when you get married, these animals will go with you.
They're fun, even though they can be scared from strangers. They're fun and interesting with their own personality.
He's been worked with, and he's just a naturally calm rabbit.
Well, this is my main animal, and then I share custody with Mickey for Milo, the cat.
So Mel, for example, takes care of lots of the chinchillas.
Chinchillas have really dense fur, so they can't be washed or it won't dry correctly. Instead of that, they roll around in dust.
In dust?
Yeah.
Dust baths.
Tony loves it, so she should go into it.
And she is slowly building and replacing all the different parts of their cage with wooden pieces.
How does getting dusty make them clean? That sounds like a
It
contradiction.
dries out all the oils in their fur.
They are super crazy talented with making things.
Yeah, they're all very creative and artistic, and they just see something that needs to be made, and then they figure out a way to make it. Margaret is really artistic, and she built this amazing mascot head from scratch.
Even though these quills are kind of coming off because they were glued in, but
She just got foam and I think it was plastic canvas, and she's just started sculpting this amazing head and then added fur to it.
Can you wear it too?
Yeah.
Put it on, put it on. Put it on, put it on.
And it looks like something, that a professional theater would have or something, or a professional, high school mascot company would have produced.
She actually got an offer from the Civic to try for costumes for Seussical.
I want her to.
Yeah, because the director saw the first mask and they want her to do
Is she
costumes
doing
for Seussical.
They're all really creative and really, they just see a need and then they fill it. So Mel has seen the needs of her animals and sees that the cage doesn't quite fit those needs, and so she just makes it happen.
Which I think comes from their parents. It's an example from their parents. Michelle, for example, is a huge advocate for her children in education. She sees their needs and she sees when their needs are being met and when they're not, and she advocates for her children.
Her husband jokes that she pretty much lives at their school. She doesn't work at the school, but she does. She's there all the time because, with 2 children who are on the autistic spectrum, she goes and helps out in their classroom, makes sure that they're well taken care of. So we've never really had to advocate for our kids. It's never been something that we've had to do. And so watching someone who has had to do that, who that's just a part of their daily routine, is my kids' needs are not going to be met today, and so I'm going to have to figure out a way to make that happen. It was really inspiring. I walked away and just told Matt as we were walking up the hill away from their house, I'm like, she's killing it.
We don't discourage them because we want them to find their place in life. really.
She wants them to eventually leave her home and to be healthy, happy, thriving adults. And so I think she just sees this period of time when they're with her in their home as, you know, this is her time, this is her little stretch.
A window of opportunity. It really is a small window of opportunity. She has her master's degree and taught English, was teaching at the local college, decided, you know, I need to be at home with my kids during this time because this is their window. This is the small amount of time that I have to help them. Maddie, she just graduated from high school and is planning, you know, her next phase of moving on. They have passion and love for each other and for the things that they want to accomplish, and they go after it.
All of our cats have won Best in Show at least once, so we're all even now. And this was Milo's, and actually really surprised who won it. I thought Tiger would get it, but he got it. Yep.